Welcome back. It's your girl, it's your host Shadi, and we are here with another amazing, multifaceted individual, Miss Kaye.
I'm a creative consultant, all things creative for competitive brand marketing, set design, interior design, creative direction. Creatives, brands, they have to make their content. So I just stepped into that creative field and just kept pursuing it.
The answer. I'm ready to dance when the vamp up. Then when I hit that dip, get your camera. You can see even that bitch shit's the pamper. In the DM, that young sister vegan. The bitch who wants to compete and I can freaking fit that pump with the peep in. You know what your bitch become when her weave in. I just wanna sip that punch with your peeps in. Sit in that lunch if you're treating. Kick it with your bitch who come from Parisian. She know where to get mine from in the season. Now she wanna lick my plum in the evening. I just wanna sip that punch with your peeps in. Sit in that lunch if you're treating. Kick it with your bitch who come from Parisian. She know where to get mine from in the season. Now she wanna lick my plum in the evening.
Able to network with like ISO Studios. That's a well-known studio in Atlanta. Out here, we're not like that.
No, it's not like that at all. Would you move back to Atlanta? Or maybe a different state, Texas, Houston?
I thought of Houston because not for nothing. It's just the cost of living as well. Now that I've grown into the creative community, I realize it's not just Atlanta. It's wherever. Like if you have that creative capability, you could bring that anywhere.
What was your favorite set that you've created? You've done some amazing work.
You know, so one of my favorite sets that I built was the Renaissance shoot that I did in Atlanta right before I left. Well, I like that one because it was like real construction. Like I really tried to like do real construction just to build my skill set and challenge myself. So yeah, I had to do like a whole build. It was a high budget project. The checkered component was no joke. The test of like trying to incorporate pattern, color, shape, size, like the best one so far.
And I saw you at Home Depot. What's cooking up?
Look,
this lady is not playing with none of y'all. Because now that I feel like you're getting into almost, you could really home decor.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. So right now, I'm like the lead design for a company that does events, specially curated events, decor and rentals. So I don't know everything. That's one thing. Like I don't know everything. So I just like to challenge myself and experience new things. And with this new company, I feel like I'm able to get into more like interior design and then still be able to exercise like building. Even if I don't know how to build it and she shows me inspiration, I still go for it. And then so right now I'm planning on building for her some new designs that she'll be able to rent out. So it's just taking like real wood, saw, cutting, everything, but it's just cute. It's just cute still. Like you'll be surprised how, you know, the cutest things take like real hard work. So I just love the mesh of the both. So that's what's coming up. A whole bunch of new designs for that company.
Who is somebody that you could really shout out? Like I would love to work with y'all.
Ooh, SZA. I would love to work with her because her sets are always so earthy. And she just like tries everything. Like she'll literally like defy gravity. Like her new music video, can't think of the name, Lord save me, but they're literally like coming out of the earth, like, but it's digital as well as like, you know, set design. So it's just like that play of like your eyes and also just things that are pleasing to look at, in her aesthetic, which is very earthy, you know. So I would definitely love to work with her. I know a few set designers that work with Summer Walker often because, you know, she needs a stage presence. You know, we
know that.
We know about that part.
Love you, Summer.
Love you.
But you need to work on it.
You know, it adds, even Vogue, it could be something very simple, but it's that set design that just elevates it, you know, because Vogue is very minimal. So I'm open for everybody.
I'm ready for you to get in the spaces that you need to be in,
Lord.
Which is where a lot of white people are occupying, which is fine. But when you're working with Black models and Black people that you want to show your work and create, you need to have Black set designers. You need to have Black hairstylists, Black makeup artists.
Yeah, we're needed.
We understand what the look is, but how to make it to our own
flair,
culture.
with our own flair, honestly. Like, we don't hold back anything.
Would you work with Victoria Monet?
Of course. I feel like I would work, like, I don't really deny much, but that is something that I learned is very important to niche down. But I'm not having too many limitations right now. As long as it's out of the box, like, I'm here for it, and she's very much that. So I definitely will work with Victoria Monet for sure.
What would you say that you could give to the people that are out here? They trying to work, but maybe it's not flowing to them as fast as they want to. What advice would you give to people that are just trying to start?
I would say, like, it's so cliche, and I hate to, like, literally be the one to reiterate it, but just start. Like, literally, I started in my living room. Like, my backdrop was a piece of fabric from Joann's Fabric. Like, you passed that store before, and I literally just, it was an iron, it had wrinkles, it had everything. But Lord knows, I was standing there trying on my corsets, doing my thing, and I was really successful with the corsets, like, just because I was just doing it. So, you know, I would always say study your craft, but if it's something that is innately you, you're able to literally just go for it. Like, the climate right now is to be you. Do it all, and that leads to the growth. Same thing with mentorship. Like, I feel like I lacked mentorship for a while, and it's something that I know I needed at some point. And that's why I did take collaborations, because I knew I didn't know it all, and sometimes you have to just start with other people that's just starting.
Creatives, we do it. You do it all by yourself. So what would a team look like? Who would you want in your corner? And y'all hear this so that y'all know what jobs.
We hiring.
Listen.
So that's the thing. That's that big brick by brick part. I do feel like, for one, I need a assistant for when I'm building. I need someone, you know, to support me with packing the stuff into the car. Or, for example, like, if you ever went somewhere, you know, you left something at the house. Like, you need someone that could be like, okay, you stay where you are, you continue building, and I'll run and I'll go get something. So definitely very much on set assistant. The books as well, like sending invoices, breaking down your prices, website. But that's things I offer, so I do it myself, like web design. And
you
we're
created
still
your
growing.
website?
Yeah, I create my own website, my own digitals. Definitely need a photographer though, like an on-go photographer. And what else would I need? So that'll be on-set assistant. I could do my own books and photographer. I just feel like my team revolves around resources, just always having those resources, knowing how we work together. So hair, makeup, photographer. I refer my clients to you. You know, I feel like that's the biggest part. You could literally get, like, my team will just be my go-tos, basically, because I'm still building.
The team, that's something that it sounds crazy, but when you're doing it all for yourself and then you finally get people that help you, you're like, I needed this.
Yeah, you needed
like,
that.
I need this.
Yeah, I heard a saying where it's like, sometimes it's hard to let go and get other people to just, you know, take the lead, but it's not going to be that 100% that you do,
right?
But 80%,
that's something better, and you could feel the other 20.
Yes, you take that 20 back for your own sanity, because that's another thing. There's burnout. There's not believing in yourself at some point because you get so
Imposter
frustrated.
syndrome.
Lord, like, I'm anxious before anything I do, like, every time. So it's just one of those things where you just have to push. If you have people that you could lean on them.
As an entrepreneur, what's one of the hardest things that you go through on a weekly basis?
That waking up and going. Like, you literally have to wake up and be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do today to make strides towards where I think I'm going, because you don't even know where you're going. But you literally have to wake up and, like, just push yourself to create, push yourself to make content. Just keep waking up and starting another day of intentionality. Like, that was my key word last year, like, intentional. Like, be intentional. That way you'll never default too far from where you're trying to go.
That's real. That's real, because as entrepreneurs, I need to get a schedule planner.
Yeah, like,
it's just constant. And once you get started, you're gonna keep going. That momentum does not stop. This is literally the beginning of Kaye. Like, she's already done some amazing things, but the train is gonna keep moving quick for her. So by next year, the team will be here with her, And I can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what else you come up with.
Me too. And I feel like that's the thing, like, for your journey, you never know where you're really trying to go. It's just like you just do it. Some people, of course, know where they want to be, know they want to be on TV and
But
things
that
like that.
doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Right. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. So it's very much one of those things where you just keep pushing, you stay true to yourself. And all those derails, those detours, you just have to like follow them. And then when you follow them, you end up being where you're supposed to be. I never would have thought I'd be back in Jersey. Like, because initially, like I said before I went to Atlanta, I felt like Jersey didn't have anything for me. And now we in Jersey City doing a whole interview 3-4 years later. So it's like, for me, it's just, at some point you just enjoy the ride. Like, Atlanta was like a 3-year journey. I felt like I could have stayed there. But there were so many bumps in the road where I had to be like, okay, it's time to go. Like, but before I left, I did that Renaissance photo shoot. I ended up being on like a commercial for a campaign out there. Never would have thought.
Was that Sephora?
No, well, that was in New York. I did a Sephora campaign in New York.
Let us in on the details. Yes.
So, things like that are so random. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I feel like when I left to Atlanta, I felt like New York was too intimidating for me, and North Jersey was also intimidating to me. And I only combined the two because I know I said Jersey didn't seem like it had anything for me, but I combined the two because right now we're in Jersey City / New York. So it's kind of very much the same. Yeah, we're in New York right now. So I definitely feel like you have to really work hard to make it out here. So to have came back thinking Jersey had nothing for me, do Sephora campaigns, connect with all these different creators, just rekindling things that I've had with other people like Lala, repurposing things. It's just, it's very, I don't know what to call
nostalgic
it. Yeah, it's very nostalgic. And the biggest part is going back home to live with your mom.
Well,
Lord,
Jesus.
That's the biggest part.
But you know what? We saving that money, though.
And you learn that along the journey, like, because I was working a 9 to 5 when I was in Atlanta. I would work a 9 to 5. I would create. I would take any collaboration opportunity, and then more than burnout. Like my hair, like was falling out at a point. Like just overly pushing, overly working. So it's just like at some point you realize, okay, I need to pull back on this because I'm spending money for rent. I'm spending money for groceries. I'm reinvesting my income into my business. You're ripping and running, and then you just realize, like, okay, I could shift my money to where I reinvest in my business. I have more money to reinvest in my business. And do what you have to do, really. Like, even people who are more like metro, get on the train and run around. Don't get a car. Like, you know what I mean? Or you had a car, you realize the insurance, the gas, all that is taken away. You end up going on the train. So it's a very much like you live and you learn type of thing. That's just how I do it.
I'm going to put her information below so y'all can check out her work. Reach out to her.
Book me.
If you want a photo shoot, if you're looking for a web design, go onto her website, which I'm going to put in the link, and really support.
As the best indeed, real bad girl, hot like the West Indies. I've been that girl, still that girl.